Niggas see me outside.
Yo, such one for back with another reaction on today's video. First reaction at uni had to be somebody special, someone that I know I'm gonna enjoy it. Someone that I think is the best in this whole drill thing. We got PS Hitsquad with his no miming. Shout out my guy JMs. A lot of people on Twitter are telling me that this guy's the coldest in drill right now, and this is just cementing his place at the very, very top at this current moment in time. Whereas I think he's the best of all time. So I'm just happy to see that people are rating him right now. Like, it's a really nice feeling. Like, shout out my guy Axe. People on Twitter, we were in the trenches from 2019 to 20 trying to defend this guy when no new music was coming out. People say, oh, he's washed. Fam, without any further ado, let's get into what is apparently the best no miming yet with PS. This freestyle was recorded live on the
Hitsquad, baby. Tim and Barry, no miming. You know what it is. Oh shit. Look, if I get crossed like hot bun, oh shit, rise it, give him a hot one. You know I'm on Tom, cruising round with a top gun, 4-door hot one. I'm at a shotgun, I pray to God that I spot one. What's that? You ain't no Gmail, wait till the doc come pagan. I don't care what one. What's that? Oh shit. Look, if I get crossed like hot bun, oh shit, rise it, give him a hot one.
You know, hot cross buns on Easter. If I get crossed like hot cross bun, huh?
You know I'm on Tom, cruising round with a top gun, 4.
Tom Cruise, he's an actor. Tom cruising around in a hot gun. I think, no, Top Gun, pretty certain Top. That's a movie that he must have been in.
Hot one, I'm at a shotgun, I pray to God that I spot one. What's that? You ain't no Gmail, wait till the doc come pagan. I don't care what one. What's
You ain't no Gmail, wait till the dot come. Instead of .com, like gmail.com. But wait till the dot come. Nah.
with my boots like still I had a sawn off stuff in my backpack.
What did he say?
Tom, cruising round with a top gun, 4-door hot one. I'm at a shotgun, I pray to God that I spot one. What's that? You ain't no Gmail, wait till the doc come pagan. I don't care what one. What's that? Step with my boots like still I had a sawn off stuff in my backpack.
You say step with my boots like Dora. I had a sawn off stuffed in my backpack. You know, Dora always roll around with her backpack. They had the map in. I'm the map. Fam.
Tom, cruising round with a top gun, 4-door hot one. I'm at a shotgun, I pray to God that I spot one. What's that? You ain't no Gmail, wait till the doc come pagan. I don't care what one. What's that? Step with my boots like still I had a sawn off stuffed in my backpack. HSQ man sliding a hatchback, trying to put one of their guys in a back. I ain't no linesman, rise up a black flag. If you're offside man, slide and attack that. Oh shit, chest shot, rise up a hashtag. They see the gang on a ride, it's a flashback. Oh shit, I love bang like a nympho. Broken heart, let that tingle, Hitsquad, lean out the...
I like bad like a nympho. Nymphos are people that really, really like sex all the time. They have like a really high sex drive. But that's not the type of banging he's talking about.
No, bingo, stay up, I let it hit like Ringo. If not, you can get sliced like the ride is a flashback. Oh shit, I love bang like a nympho. Broken heart, let that tingle, Hitsquad, lean out the window. Bingo, stay up, I let it hit like Ringo. If not, you can get sliced like Kimbo. All of my guys...
Broken heart, let that ting go. So that's a metaphor for, obviously, if you're heartbroken, you gotta let the girl go. But if he said let that ting go, and he's just previously talking about having a sawn off in his backpack, it's a double entendre. Like, well, that let that ting go has two meanings. That's kind of like when Two-Face said something similar.
Stuffed in my backpack, HSQ man sliding a hatchback, trying to put one of their guys in a back. I ain't no linesman, rise up a black flag. If you're offside man, slide and attack that. Oh shit, chest shot, rise up a hashtag. They see the gang on a ride, it's a flashback. Oh shit, I love bang like a nympho. Broken heart, let that tingle, Hitsquad, lean out the window. Bingo, stay up, I let it hit like Ringo. If not, you can get sliced like Kimbo. All of my guys, them info. Or I do it one up, R2D2, gun up, I let it ping though. K2, drenching, think I got
and that's a reference to one of my favourite PS songs in Back from the Dead. He said, I can't remember what he said at the time. I'll put the lyric on the screen, but he said R2D2 roll with a gun up, and now look what he just said.
Bingo, stay up, I let it hit like Ringo. If not, you can get sliced like Kimbo. All of my guys, them info. Or I do it one up, R2D2, gun up, I let it ping though. K2, drenching, think I got trench foot, step in the trenches. Camping, I'm where the tent is, back up my shank, I'm trying to play captain.
Aye, trench foot. if you're in the UK and you did the DOV, you know about trench foot. It's like when you've just been literally in the mud for so long, your feet just start moving mad, like really mad. They call it trench foot because a lot of the soldiers back in the war, I think World War II mainly, and probably World War One, when they were in the trenches, their feet would just get so dirty, like it would just be really disgusting. So obviously he's calling Peckham the trenches. He's rolling around in the trenches a lot, that he's got trench foot. And he's saying camping. Camping is a place where you're likely to get trench foot. So this guy, we're not even halfway through.
Or I do it one up, R2D2 gun up, I let it ping though. Me and K2 drenching, think I got trench foot, step in the trenches. Camping, I'm where the tent is, back up my shank, I'm trying to play fencing. Angle no arms, no way ain't bending.
I'm where the tent is could be a reference to how when people die, when forensics pull up, they put up a tent. So he could be saying, I'm where the tent is. If you're seeing a tent, I'm somewhere nearby. He could be saying that.
Or I do it one up, R2D2 gun up, I let it ping though. Me and K2 drenching, think I got trench foot, step in the trenches. Camping, I'm where the tent is, back up my shank, I'm trying to play fencing. Angle no arms, no way ain't bending. I swing my arms, you know my intention. Load up the thing like it's pending. Took 3 years and they just got a pendant. Oh shit, sad one. HSQ on
Load up the thing like it's pending. What?
No arms, no way ain't bending. I swing my arms, you know my intention. Load up the thing like it's pending. Took 3 years and they just got a pendant. Oh shit, sad one. HSQ on that mad one shit. Hitsquad, Dipset, do it like Cameron. Hitmen, hit them, do it at random. Now I'm in in our house that's abandoned. Or hotel room with a bad one. How many points have we scored? This a mad one. One of them up boys there, but we had one. German whip with a German. Guten Tag, who's that prick in a tinted whip? Creep up quick, see who's in the car. It was just them man and them man. Before I see them man, but it was calm. I got the thing in my palm. If I see them man, ring the alarm. They got the trail at the end of a visit. Pivot, hot, skillet. Jump in a passy, I told bro skid it. Letting off guns, no index visit.
What did he just say? Clear up the trail at the end of a visit.
If I see them man, ring the alarm. They got the trail at the end of a visit. Pivot, hot.
Clear up the trail at the end of a visit. I'm assuming, like, I don't know, but I think when you go to prison, you can give people, when you visit people, I think you can give them things. So I think you place the tray down. I don't know. I don't know, actually. I don't know. But I'm guessing that, when you go, you lift up the tray to take it back to where you got it from. So that might be what he's referring to, as in lift up the tray, like the gun tray, like the end of a visit at prison. I think.
Skid it, jump in a passy, I told bro skid it. Letting off guns, no index visit. Ain't no one on the up block, who got done at the boss up? Sad one, in it, sad one. I push my shank deep in it. Marley Bozy the road with Sillet. Pop, smoke, when I get moody. Do it like Harvey Weinstein card. That pussy got took for a movie. I was in crooks from my juvie.
He said pop smoke. And then he said mood swings, fam. R.I.P. Pop Smoke, man.
Smoke, when I get moody. Do it like Harvey Weinstein card. That pussy got took for a movie. I was in crooks from my juvie.
Hey, Harvey Weinstein, fam. He's the reason that whole Me Too thing exists. He said that pussy got taken for a movie. I'm pretty certain he was like a film director. That's a tapped bar. Oh, that's that IP. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts. Because that whole Harvey Weinstein case was he was assaulting people in exchange for them actually getting roles in movies. So for him to say it got taken for a movie, that's nuts.
If I see them man, ring the alarm. They got the trail at the end of a visit. Pivot, hot, skillet. Jump in a passy, I told bro skid it. Letting off guns, no index visit. Ain't no one on the up block, who got done at the boss up? Sad one, in it, sad one. I push my shank deep in it. Marley Bozy the road with Sillet. Pop, smoke, when I get moody. Do it like Harvey Weinstein card. That pussy got took for a movie. I was in crooks from my juvie. Who's that one with a booty? Who's that? Can I get them digits? Do it in ding or digits. Index fidgets. Crickets. I saw wedding cake, getting cake up. I'm a cat, I'm a slater. Rise that tray, it's like I'm a waiter. Oh shit, do me a favor.
I'm with cat, I'm a slater. EastEnders.
They don't bang. No. I slide round to their place, they hang. Air it out like dirty laundry. I turn them to the Nene gang. Hitsquad, baby. Yay, Tim and Barry, no mammon, out on all digital streaming platforms. Nah, get me.
Who's harder? Who's colder than him? Fam, please tell me who's colder than him. Comment below right now, who's colder than him? Don't want to hear it, man. Call me Bass, I don't care. He's the best in drill. Initial thoughts on that one there. I mean, even if you are calling me biased, I mean, the only reason I even think he was the best in drill, I remember 2017 when all the best drill songs were coming out. I actually wasn't listening to Zone 2 back then. It was Harlem, it was 6-7, it was 410, it was 10-11. And in 2018 it was even what was it? It was 12 World, but it was actually never Zone 2 until a bit later 2018. So imagine I've been there throughout the prime era of drill. All these songs coming out, Kennerton where it started, 10-11 next up, 410 Mad About Bars. And after all that, and actually being there when the hype was there for these songs, someone else still came along after that and changed my mind about who's the best. That's why I rate this guy so much, because really and truly, I shouldn't, someone of my generation who was there in the time when drill was popping off, like all the best songs, for me to think that out of all the artists I was listening to back then, this guy's colder than them all. Like, there's a reason. I'm not even just saying it for the fun of it. And I'm not even from Peckham. Like, there's no bias at all. He's just genuinely the best I've ever heard. And to be honest, that freestyle there, you would be mistaken for thinking it was taken right out of 2017. I can't lie. That was not remotely out of place. If that was to be dropped in 2017, when he was dropping banger after banger, it would still make perfect sense. It wouldn't be remotely out of place. That's why I'm just proud of him. I can't lie, I'm proud, because for a while on Twitter I was really like, at one point my my name on Twitter was even like Young PS at one point, because I was really repping this guy like that. But yeah, to see him back dropping songs that are getting people talking about him being the best, it's a really nice feeling, man. And to be honest, after hearing that, that's I mean, really and truly, who else at this current moment in time is dropping that in drill? Like, I don't know, man. It's just the way he says certain bars without a care in the world. Like that Harvey Weinstein bar. If you know what happened with that case, you shouldn't be making bars about that. I'll be real. Like, I can't even comment on that. I'm just saying the way he's put something like that in just shows his absolute lack of care about who hears what he's saying. Other than that though, I like that Dora bar. I really like that Dora bar. There were so many bars in it that I like, man. Not even just because he's my favourite ever, but that's the reason he's my favourite ever. Like, I'm talking about 4 years ago what he was doing, and he's still doing it now. So would I rate that one there out of 10? I have to give that a 10 out of 10. For these No Miming freestyles, what more could you actually ask for? Bar after bar, the flows were there, the nonchalance was there, that's the not caring about what you're saying. The street element was there. I like how they record it on the block. They still kind of make a music video when they're like kind of switching between shots. Like, I like the way they're doing these Tim and Barry freestyles, man. I really like these No Miming freestyles. But yeah, man, I can't lie. For me, that's effectively the perfect drill freestyle. I'll be so raw. Yeah, I'll be so raw. That's a 10 out of 10 for, in my opinion, the GOAT PS. But yeah, man, that's the first reaction at uni. I could definitely get used to this. I think we'll keep the red background lights for reactions, purple for story times. But for different reactions, we'll change up the color and you'll see what I mean in a bit. But for now, I've been Sachi14. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you're new. I'll be back again soon.